Hosea?
Hey, Arthur.
Come on! If we're gonna make it to this party, we sure as shit better clean up a little.
So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde's finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown.
You son of a bitch.
We are ridiculous.
Utterly.
I ain't never been to a ball in my life.
Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There can be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen. This way, please, gentlemen. Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be here.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come this way. What a beautiful evening it shall be. Mr. Bronte is very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know, respect.
Hosea, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
Ah, the angry cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to whore and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war. I mean, hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows. This self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken! All these vulgar people. They hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes. Go, enjoy yourselves, and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and scoop cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
Well, we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. But there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you, as a guest, yes, as my guest, bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me. Gentlemen, enjoy your evening and welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay. Go find the mayor if you can and stay out of trouble and steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall and what's his name, Milton, knows we're here. Gentlemen, be well.
How do you do?
Can I interest you in a glass of champagne?
Evening, folks.
Mister?
Camilla McClare, wherever did you get back by that retelling? Oh, you. You always
This is Mr. Hector Feathers. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. How was the show? I heard you went. Outrageous. These dancers. Well, if that's French culture for you, sign me up for I come from...
Gentlemen, I hope you're having a fine evening.
Ah, Mr. Mayor, wonderful to see you again.
Lemieux, this intellectual here was just insulting me regarding the Redskin.
I did no such thing. But, Mr. Lemieux, I suggested that all of us, as Americans, had a duty to take care of people living in this land. And that extends to Saint Denis.
It ain't complex, Lemieux. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, I'll say you and me cool off. Get your hands off me. Come on, sleep it off. Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
Hello, sir.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
There's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. The writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall? Yes. Find out what. Sure.
Oh, I should have known you'd be here.
Evening, ma'am.
Monsieur,
Look at that. How do you do, ma'am?
how do you do?
Hi there. How do you do?
No problems? Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever.
We're watching him in his midnight hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Terrible.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Jip and beat him. I will not have standard... I'm sorry, sir, but the party's in the garden. The residence is purely for family. I do hope you understand.
Forgive me. I was unaware.
Slip in this house. Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. The standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting. Find anything? I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not.
I think...
Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. Big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on. Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in. Go home.
Oh, I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay. How you get a good point.
Come on, my turn now, please.
Oh, no.
How have you been, Arthur?
Okay. You seem well, Reverend.
Yes. Well, maybe. I've been okay before, but then I make a fool of myself again.
So do I.
I went into town.
So did I.
If I was still a religious man, I'd say there are too many Catholics there, but I've given up on all that.
Me too, Reverend.
I met a monk there. Kindly fellow. Took me back to my days in college.
Is there any purpose to this conversation, Reverend?
Not really, but he said the strangest things about all manner of bad things happening in town.
Bad things happening in a city. Who would have thought it possible?
Yes. Well, maybe if you're there, you could have a chat with him. He's hanging about outside the marketplace, collecting alms for the poor.
Sounds thrilling.
What are you reading?
Nothing you'd like.
Well, pardon me for breathing.
Hello, Mary Beth.
Oh, how are you, Arthur?
Fine. How are you?
Well, I'm well, I think. It's been quite a run we've had, but we're still alive.
So, no regrets?
Regrets for what?
Well, for joining this band of maniacs.
If you're a girl without means in this world, life is very scary. You boys cared for me before no one cared for me. Well, life weren't very nice, Arthur. Not after Mama got typhoid, and that was a long time ago.
Sure.
What about you? I heard you ran into that Mary girl.
Yep.
And?
Got me thinking how that all ended. Long time ago now.
What happened?
Well, she didn't love me enough, I guess. Or I wouldn't change.
Huh. Well, she was a fool then, Arthur.
Well, she put a lot of good years in on an outlaw. She definitely was a fool.
In these books, life seems so simple, but in reality, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan, we have a problem. A real problem. It's Tilly.
What?
She's been taken by them Foreman brothers she used to run with. Come along!
The Foreman brothers? What are they doing here?
Well, I don't know what they've been doing here, but I can tell you what they're going to be doing here. Dying.
Sure. Do we need more guns?
You and I can handle this, Arthur.
Where are we heading?
I'll tell you on the way. Just get going. All right, head for Rhodes. And quick.
She's in Rhodes?
No. She's at a place called Bradley's house, just west of there.
How do you know?
When we first got here, she told me she was worried that our camp was near a safe house that gang she ran with used from time to time.
And you told Dutch?
No. She spoke to me in confidence. I suppose I didn't think it would be a problem.
And now it is.
Oh, yes.
What do they want with her anyway? I think I saw one of the foremans hassling her and Valentine.
Yes, they probably followed us down here. You don't know what happened? She killed one of them, for good reason, but clearly they don't see it that way.
Tilly?
Yes. Young Tilly Jackson isn't as sweet and innocent as you might think. But like I say, she was defending herself. She fled and fell in with us right after that. I just hope we can get to her in time.
It's not too far.
If they've touched a single hair on that girl's head, I will eviscerate the sons of bitches.
See? You do care, Miss Grimshaw.
Of course I care. About all of you fools. Some just require a firmer hand than others. You especially.
Thank you.
Anyway, talking of folks disappearing, have you seen that boy Kieran since the party for Jack? Okay, I think that's the place up ahead.
I think there's a guard.
I'll deal with him.
Whoa. What you want?
Kind sir, we're lost and in need of some help.
Now get out of here.
Oh, I see that kindly face of yours, and I know that for the right inducement, a gentleman such as yourself could be mighty kind.
Now get out of here.
Oh, now you keep saying that. But you don't mean nothing by
I
it.
said...
You said your last word. Well, what are you waiting for? Get in there and find our girl. I'll take that. Go find her before they put a bullet in her head.
What the hell you think you're doing?
Oh, if they laid a finger on her! Where's that girl, Arthur? What the hell?
It's okay, Miss Tilly. Now, let's get you out of here.
I thought there was...
Yeah, it don't matter what you thought. It's okay. All right, let's go.
Oh, come along, miss. Thank you, both of you.
What happened?
It was Anthony Foreman. He thinks he owns me.
I remember. Where is he?
He went out hunting or something. There were 5 of them, I think.
Well, we killed those fellas there.
There they are.
Come on.
Tilly, grab that gun. Anyone approaches, shoot them.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be just fine.
Now catch that bastard.
The one in front's the boss. Bring him back alive. I ain't done with him yet.
All right, get after them. There, straight ahead. I saw him go through those bushes. You've got a couple more seconds to regret what you did. They're heading down the hill to the water. There they are by the shoreline. You got it.
Yeah.
We're coming for you, you bastards! They think they're getting away. They got another thing coming. All right, I think that last one's the boss. Lasso him and we'll take him back to Tilly. Don't kill him yet. I want Tilly to have the last word on this bastard.
Yeah.
You're making a big mistake. Tilly Jackson ain't yours to have. Stay away from me! I'm warning you!
Yep.
Go on! Rope that bastard!
Come here.
That's it. Now make sure you tie him up real good.
Oh, my arm. Make these nice and tight.
All right, you bring that bastard back to Tilly so we can all have a nice little chat. I'm gonna head over there now to check she's okay.
With pleasure.
I'll take his horse. He won't be needing it no more.
Look at the floor for a bit. Come on now.
Do you have the first idea what you're getting into? I'm Anthony Foreman.
Damn coward.
What the hell?
Well, thanks for the introduction, Anthony. Is that Foreman with an A? I want the Undertaker to spell it right.
Funny bastard. Who are you running with?
She didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me nothing. This rope is cutting into me.
Go to hell. Don't feel so good when you're the one tied up, does it?
She killed my goddamn cousin.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be seeing him soon enough.
What are you gonna do with me?
I ain't sure yet. Reckon I'll let Tilly decide what you deserve.
You're wasting your time with that girl. She's a liar. She'll screw you over like she did me. Wash your mouth. All right, damn it.
Here's your man.
Bring him here. Dump him on the ground here. I want to get a good look at this monster.
So he's still alive then?
I guess.
You see this girl? You leave her alone.
She killed my cousin.
Your goddamn cousin had it coming, Anthony Foreman!
I don't care if she shot your daddy and cooked your mama for breakfast. She's mine. She ain't yours.
You know, a friend of mine, he always says, revenge is a fool's game. Now, you want all your boys dead? She had her reasons.
We was family, Tilly Jackson.
You Foreman boys ain't no kind of family I want.
Kill him, Arthur!
You want that?
I want him to go away and tell the remaining of his cousins and the clowns he rides with to leave me alone.
Now, you think you can do that, Anthony? Or should I slit your throat and just save us all the bother?
I'll leave you alone. History is done.
History is never done. It's your call, Arthur. But I'd slit his throat.
Go on.
Finish the battle.
All right, you.
Come on. Let's get you home. Yeah!
Now get out of here.
never kidnapped.
Why are you dressed up like that? I've seen some sick perversions in my time, but this one might take the prize.
No, wait, please. You gotta help me. It's that crazy gunsmith. He made me dress up like this. He's got me chained to the goddamn bed. You gotta do something, please. He's never gonna let me go.
Hello, sir.
Why, hello. Don't think I've seen you before. If it's a gun you're after, you'll want to take a look in the catalog and see what catches your eye. Take a study. This here store's as proud and fine as the town it lives in. Oh, yes. I make sure to test all my goods for quality and defects. That's a guarantee. Good. Like what you see? I'm a bit of a hunting enthusiast, as you may have surmised. Hey, you know, that gun could use a few choice parts. Really make us sing. Got some nice parts for that gun, you know. Hey, you know, that gun could use a few choice parts. Really make us sing. I'd keep away from the butcher's sausage. There's a reason he keeps the price so low. This here store's as proud and fine as the town it lives in. Oh, yes. Now, I do have some foreign-made iron when it's quality, but here in Rhodes, American is preferred. You spend much time in the parlor house? Every time I'm there, I thank God I'm armed. Not done shopping? All right. You know, there's lots I could do to get that weapon just to your specifications. Let me know. Got some nice parts for that gun, you know. I've heard some unsavory things about that salesman, Virgil Fish something. And the Yankee sympathizing is the least of it. Well, if that gun ain't shining, glad you take care of what's yours. I can improve the accuracy of that, you know.
That's more like it.
That'll help, I'm sure. Interested in engraving some? Make that weapon your own. Always happy to help. That gun seems to be well taken care of. Hey, you know, that gun could use a few choice parts. Really make us sing. You'll appreciate the improvement. That's a wise investment. You'll notice the difference. That could really shine with some carbon in it. I'd keep away from the butcher's sausage. There's a reason he keeps the price so low. Sold a shotgun to a hunter last week. Made near $20 in sales to the butcher this week alone. Where's my cut, huh? See Mr. Banks across the way there? He ain't the friendliest at first, but he's nice enough when you get to know him. I make sure to test all my goods for quality and defects. That's a guarantee. Now, I do have some foreign-made iron when it's quality, but here in Rhodes, American is preferred. Looks like you're taking care of that weapon. Good to see. Got some nice parts for that gun, you know. That'll help, I'm sure. You'll appreciate the improvement. See Mr. Banks across the way there? He ain't the friendliest at first, but he's nice enough when you get to know him. Now, I do have some foreign-made iron when it's quality, but here in Rhodes, American is preferred. I've heard some unsavory things about that salesman, Virgil Fish something. And the Yankee sympathizing is the least of it. I outfitted the sheriff and all his deputies, you know. Yes, sir, I did. I'd keep away from the butcher's sausage. There's a reason he keeps the price so low. Interested in engraving some? Make that weapon your own. See Mr. Banks across the way there? He ain't the friendliest at first, but he's nice enough when you get to know him. I've heard some unsavory things about that salesman, Virgil Fish something. And the Yankee sympathizing is the least of it. That gun seems to be well taken care of. I can rifle the barrel for you if you'd like. That's a wise investment. That'll help, I'm sure. That could really shine with some carving in it. Now, I do have some foreign-made iron when it's quality, but here in Rhodes, American is preferred. I'd keep away from the butcher's sausage. There's a reason he keeps the price so low. I carry only quality goods here. Well, if that gun ain't shining, glad you take care of what's yours. Hey, you know that gun could use a few choice parts. Really make us sing.
That's going to be great.
You'll appreciate the improvement. Interested in engraving some? Make that weapon your own. See Mr. Banks across the way there? He ain't the friendliest at first, but he's nice enough when you get to know him. Now, I do have some foreign-made iron when it's quality, but here in Rhodes, American is preferred. I've heard some unsavory things about that salesman, Virgil Fish something. And the Yankee sympathizing is the least of it. Again, if you want to buy anything, now is the time. About to close. Terrible thing what happened to the parlor house. Hey, no customers over there!
I'm sorry, partner.
Thank you. Have a nice night now.
What is wrong with this place?
Those old Driscoll boys been seen rustling up and painted the sky red.
Just calm down, please!
What's his name? You want to play games,
What
do
are you doing?
Come on, then!
No!
Let's
Get
play!
off of me! Ow!
You get your hands off her!
Please!
You brought your damn self to ruin!
You're dying
You
here!
regretting this yet?
Guess that blood ain't all yours, right?
Bedwagon.
Why, you are too kind.
Don't you just right now.
Welcome back from your journeys.
Is that how people present
How
themselves
can I
in
help you?
public these days?
I'll stand. How do you do, sir?
You'll like this.
Hello. Got the help talking about that
Good
boy
evening, ain't it?
that killed the bull.
An old unfortunate has been around begging for cash lately. Sheriff ought to run him out of town.
I swear, this place is straight to hell.
Yep, that's the word.
Just give me a drink, quick.
Howdy, partner.
Bets in,
There you
please.
are.
Great. No more bets. Let's play.
Money to be made on the new railroad for those who know which way the stick flows.
Another again?
Well, mustn't dawdle. Stick, you take care now.
Sure is the truth.
Well, gotta get back
Just
to
taking it one day at a time.
Can I get a hot bath, please?
Magnificent. You'll feel renewed in no time.
I'm okay.
Hey, Big Daddy.
You ain't scared nobody.
Are you insane?
You've lost your mind. Sweet heaven. Over here,
Careful there.
Ma'am?
Oh, hello. Well, ain't you just my type?
I'm going belly up.
Greetings, amigo.
When you smile.
Find
That
out.
sweet talk is music to my ears.
Would you like help in there?
Maybe another time.
No harm done. You just relax.
Hi, handsome. You want some company?
No wonder they all leave you. Thank you for your help.
You a handsome one. I'll get some of what she's having.
Madam.
Why you are too kind.
Hey.
Hello, honey.
Come on, girl.
Hello there.
Leaving me, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, well, leave this then!
What you fools up to?
It's Mr. Black's fault! His fault, the darky white! Well, I don't know why they call him that. Look at him!
Don't you start now.
I'll knock the color clean off you. Come on!
And I'll tell you, you lily-livered... Enough! You two fools look like you've just run off a chain gang.
Yeah, what of it?
What are you doing?
Starving. They got bounty posters for us all over town.
And we can't go into town to get supplies.
Say, mister, maybe you can do us fools a favor. We ain't bad guys at all. He's okay. Even for a darky.
Shut it, you pasty-faced streak of piss!
Yeah, I had up to here with you.
Enough! Do your goddamn favor what you want.
Maybe you can go into town and take down them wanted posters of us.
Okay.
Maybe meet us back at the campfire in the woods and tell us how you did.
Maybe bring us a little bite to eat?
Don't push your luck.
Nice fella.
Yeah, you love nice fellas.
Don't you start up again. Just shut up.
You shut up!
Excuse me there.
Mr. Black and Mr. White. Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Mister, I need that poster. There's been a recall.
I weren't born yesterday. This one's mine, so you can go and get your own. Was I not sufficiently clear with you, mister? I don't know why you're sniffing around, but I don't like it. You ought to go now.
God damn it. Okay, girl. Yep.
Please, friend. You gotta help me out here. Come on, please. I'm about done here. If I don't get these shackles off soon, I'm a goner. Please.
There you go.
Oh, thank God. Oh, well, I waited to hear that noise for so long.
Yeah, I bet.
I wish I could give you some money, or... Well, you know, I might have something of interest. A fellow on the chain line jawed on about this little homestead owned by some lonely drunk. Yeah, he keeps a lot of money stacked away. Dead south of Rhodes, on the river.
You sure I'm the right person for this sort of information?
I ain't saying nothing. Do with it what you will.
Yep. Who are you? It's me, Arthur. You can tell me later.
How's it going? Can't complain. That's the spirit.
Thank you for your help with Miss Jackson.
Don't mention it, Miss Grimshaw.
You're a fine man, Mr. Morgan. Sometimes, at least.
Thank you, I think.
I thought you'd run off to join the circus.
explain.
Was it nice?
Yeah, really nice.
And the people?
They were nice too. Everything was very, well, different. I slept in a bed in a room.
Like a cage.
No. More like a palace in a story.
How nice for you. Our little prince. Well, little prince, tomorrow we begin reading again.
Hey, Arthur.
Anderson?
No, my child, not today. I haven't seen anyone. I spent the day working.
Okay.
I remember, long time ago, we lost this fella at sea. Bad business. Think a shark took him.
You think a shark came and ate Kieran?
No, it wasn't directly relevant.